This is a video Nikon should heed listening to, because I've got my ear to the train track, as it were. By the way, that's what they used to do in the old days. Stick your ear in a train track to hear a train coming from far off. Never in my life, and the reason I go over all these stupid photography boards, and I despise them because they're full of so many stupid people, is to get ideas. Like if you see a lot of people with like the same silly question, it's like, that'd make a really great video. When Nikon let loose on this crusty turd muffin, the Nikon D5700. Oh, excuse me. I mean the Nikon D7500. I never seen so many people say, "This is it for me. To hell with Nikon. I'm going." Actually, this is totally true. I saw at least 20 comments where people said it's kind of split. I saw a lot of comments one way and one way the other. The 20 or 30 comments that I saw where people said, "This is it. This is the final straw. I'm going to buy an XT2." Literally, that's what they said. I'm going to buy an XT2 and invest in the Fuji system. Which, hey, that's fine. Most of the comments, however, were people stating, "Oh God, I'm so glad that I'm still saving up for a D500, or I'm so glad I've got my D7200." Now I know this is Nikon's 100th birthday, and I've told everybody. I said, "Listen, Nikon's not going to make their big announcement until June or July, but in the meantime, Nikon is going to bleed off too many customers because of this POS camera, because people out there don't know what the hell's going on like I do, and they're going to go, 'This is what they're saying, Nikon. You better listen.' They're saying it, and they mean it. Oh my God, this is what Nikon's come out with their 100th anniversary. I'm going to screw Nikon. I'm going to go buy myself a Fuji XT2 right now." They're actually saying that. Nikon, you can set the release date for your new full-frame D500, whether it's going to be called the Nikon D850 or D820, wherever the hell it is. And Nikon's already said they're going to come out with a couple mirrorless cameras. The release date obviously can't change due to production and so on and so forth, but you might want to think of moving up the announcement date for these cameras. Like if you're going to announce them in June or July, like let it slip somewhere. So to hold people fast that you're coming out with just this amazing full-frame new camera, basically the super new and improved D810, which would be the D820, let it slip, or do a micro announcement. Just say introducing, just like say the numbers. All you'll have to do is just like photograph the top part of the camera as a teaser. This is what movie trailers do. Movie people, they'll give you a little sneak preview and get you the excitement built up on the camera. You need to do that much sooner rather than later, because right now a lot of people are pissed at you. Nikon, yes, a lot. I've never actually seen so many people so pissed. And I don't mean people that are commenting on my videos. I mean, I've seen this across social media. I mean, I've seen a lot of people spitting and foaming at the mouth like a mad dog. And you screwed up on this one, Nikon. You really did. You screwed up on it. I know from Nikon's point of view, you should always save the best for last. So, announce your crap first, your new crap first, and this is definitely crap. I've only seen like one person in 1,000 praising this piece of junk. It is absolutely a D5000 series camera with a D500 engine in it. Unquestionably, that is what it is. That is irrefutable, undeniable, hardcore, set in stone, balls out, pure fact. Anybody that's saying, "Oh, this is a good camera," those people are Nikon Kool-Aid drinkers. Just because I got Nikon tattooed on my hand, and no, I know better. I don't pull any weight for Nikon. Everybody called me a fanboy when I said the Nikon D500 is going to be a legend. I said everybody should buy this goddamn camera, and I was right. And at the time, everybody said, "Oh, you're just a Nikon fanboy. You're so full of shit." I was 100% right, and basically everybody said I was wrong, but I was vindicated 100%. The same thing happened with the Nikon D5. I got to test drive the Nikon D5. I said, this is going to go over like a lead balloon. This camera sucks ass. It's got an optical... What the hell was Nikon thinking sticking a goddamn optical low-pass filter on a 20 megapixel full-frame sensor? What the hell were you thinking, Nikon? For over $6,000 for that camera? That Nikon D500 had nothing over the Nikon D5 for over $4,500 more, except a dual processor for autofocus tracking, which it wasn't really any faster for autofocus than the D500. It's not. Yes, it has a full-frame sensor instead of a crop sensor. But the images are worse. It's got an optical low-pass filter, and its 20 megapixels are spread over a much bigger sensor. Yes, it does have better high ISO performance, but most people aren't shooting in total darkness. So the practicality of the matter was, like the Nikon D5 has absolutely nothing over the Nikon D500. Nothing, other than a full-frame sensor with the corresponding bokeh and compression that goes with being able to use those full-frame lenses to their fullest extent. That camera's got nothing for $4,500 more. Everybody said I was full of crap. Oh, that's Nikon's flagship camera. You're so wrong. I was like, really? The guy that's been fixing cameras and like has owned every Nikon digital camera ever made, including, you know, most of the film cameras. You think he's wrong? Meaning me? No, I'm not wrong. I was proven right. So Nikon, you might want to move up the release date, and not the release date, excuse me, the announcement. Just do a sneaker, you know, like movies do. Coming, something super awesome, just a second or two. Because you're, right now, because of the boner that you pulled with this damn piece of crap, you're bleeding your loyal fan base. You're bleeding them. They don't know that like something awesome is going to be announced in June or July. To stop the bleeding, to stick your finger in the dike, if you will, like the old Dutch thing where, you know, the dike springs a leak. Yeah, you need to stick your finger in the, you know, the leaky dike and make some sort of announcement to let people know, oh, good, I can wait a few more months. The good stuff's about to come out. So, I have no idea how many people Nikon has that are working the psychology of advertising and whatnot at Nikon Incorporated. But I am so much smarter than those idiots are. Oh, that's so egotistical. I am. I would never make mistakes like this. Nikon, why the hell don't you hire people that can, you know, that know the flow of this stuff? What's wrong with you? There's some, and I actually know what it is. I can't say that, you know, what's wrong with Nikon. I know what the problem is. Big companies like this, because I used to work for some big companies, is that even if there's some smart people working there, in advertising and whatnot, they're afraid to tell the truth and what's going on because they're afraid they'll lose their goddamn job. They're a bunch of people that kiss ass, like whatever the boss thinks, that's right. A real company works like this. You know, it's like, I know you're the boss, sir, but here's the reason why you're wrong. Here's the reason. Boom, 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 boom. Would you take that under consideration? And then if the boss had a goddamn brain, he would go, you know, after logical analysis of what you said, I think I should reconsider our operating plans for what we're going to do. Because those are valid points. See, that's what big companies do, is they choke off dissent. Now, there's two types of dissent. There's bullshit dissent from people that work off emotions, you know, and the world is full of that kind of crap now. But real businesses need dissent. But it has to be logical dissent, you know, kind of like a Vulcan. It's like, excuse me, you're wrong, and here's the reasons why you're wrong. Boom, 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 boom. You're wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4. And in the company's best interest, they would go, yeah, you know, looking over those things, this is accurate, valid, intelligent, existential, empirically true, and it follows. It is logical. But big companies don't work like that. They're surrounded by a bunch of people that have their sphincter puckered really tight and are afraid to say the truth about anything. And that's how big companies die. They end up like IBM and these other big companies. A bunch of employees are totally afraid to speak up. I don't mean dissent, like, object for no reason. It's like, well, I don't like this. Like, why don't you? Because I just don't. Well, shut the hell up. That's not important. You have to give me reasons why this is wrong. And I work for big companies, and that's exactly the way they are. There'll be some people, and they're intelligent, and they'll like meet at the coffee room, and like, geez, this is a really stupid move, and this is the reason why it's stupid. But they're afraid to tell. And Nikon, as a huge company that it is unfortunately, and I know this for a fact, surrounded by a bunch of people that are, afraid to speak up. Because all big business is, by its very nature, fascist. It would work a lot better if it were a company like, there's some of these companies that, they let their employees, sit on Zafus and, wear like shorts and Birkenstocks to work. But it's a more productive company. Anyway, Nikon, you're screwing up on this one. I'm right and you're wrong. And you better very, very soon make an announcement about your new camera because you're bleeding customers like a stuck pig because of this nonsense. This camera is overpriced. It's not a D7000 series. It's a D5000 series. That's irrefutable. I already proved that. Nikon, you're screwing up. On this. That's not to say you're not going to, pull it out of the fire here in June or July, but some people aren't going to wait that long. That's why you need to make an announcement now or very, very soon. Thanks. Bye.